The Dallas Cowboys are desperate for a win this weekend, trying to end a 5-game losing streak. Who do they face? NFC East rival and one of the hottest teams in the league right now, the Washington Commanders. Joining me to preview it is Locked On Cowboys podcast host Landon McCool. Good morning to you, Landon.
Good morning, and here we are again for some more misery, it seems like.
Man, first up, let's talk about the injury reports, Landon. Anyone back? Anybody we need to worry about?
Well, it does sound like Deron Bland is maybe going to make his season debut for the Cowboys, which is exciting. The Cowboys have been without their all-pro corner for the entirety of the season due to a foot injury. But, you know, it's a classic Cowboys 2024 season, one step forward, two steps back, right? As Bland comes back, it sounds like Zach Martin, who, unsurprising if anyone who watched the game, is probably not going to make it to this game due to seemingly a shoulder and a number of injuries, honestly. And then on top of that, it sounds like we may not have Tyler Smith as well, which means that you're going to have both starting guards out against what can be kind of an intense defensive line of the Washington Commanders.
And speaking of, I mean, this is quite the test. The Commanders' head coach is the former Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator, Dan Quinn. You know he's fired up, coming back on in. So what are you hearing about how he's getting his guys ready?
They're excited. I mean, I think, you know, look, it's too bad that the Cowboys aren't at full strength because it's been a long time since these two teams, which obviously have traditionally an incredible rivalry, got the chance to kind of play each other where they're both vying for supremacy in the NFC East. And then on top of that, like you mentioned, Dan Quinn is over there. And it's not even just Dan Quinn. There's a number of former ex-Cowboys players that are over there, all of who are excited to play that Cowboys. I'm sure Armstrong, Fowler, Biotish, the center as well. So I think it sounds like there isn't so much the hate, anger, revenge aspect of it, because it does sound like everyone's on good terms with each other. But I do think that there are lots of folks on that Commanders team that are looking to prove that it was a mistake to let them go to Washington.
But to put salt in the wound, Landon, they got a top candidate for Offensive Rookie of the Year, the quarterback, Jaden Daniels. Is there anything my boys can do to stop him? Slow him down even?
Well, you know, look, I mean, I think that there has been Cliff Kingsbury is the offensive coordinator for this team. And Cliff has had a problem, you know, these last few stops of kind of keeping things static. And by the end of the year, things seem to really start to kind of fall apart as defensive coordinators catch up. You know, you've seen Jaden Daniels be handled really well by Cliff Kingsbury. He played to his strengths. He does the things that Daniels is comfortable with. It's a lot of screen passes and then a lot of deep throws down the field where you have one-on-one opportunities with someone like Terry McLaurin. So I do think that if the Cowboys, now that they've got Parsons back, you know, you're hoping that maybe Marshawn Nealon, I forgot to mention Marshawn Nealon, who's the rookie defensive end, also may be back this week. We'll see. Now that you've got a little bit more pass rush and you've got some of your secondary back, maybe you're able to really press the issue on passing downs. But where we still will continue to worry about this team is stopping the run, because that's traditionally where they've had problems, and Washington's had a pretty decent run game so far this year. So you got to stop the run first, and then you hope that you can attack Jaden Daniels in clear passing downs.
Anything we can do offensively, man. The last time we had to give the keys to Cooper Rush, he looked very serviceable, got us through the hump. We can't get Rico Dowdle out here, even though he's, RB1 at this point. Is there any hope for this offense?
It's going to be tough this week. I mean, because of the injuries we talked about, right? With the two guards being missing. Look, I think if you want to keep Cooper Rush going, you need to keep him in a situation where it's a balanced game plan, where they can continue to run the ball. They threw the ball entirely too many times. I think Cooper threw it 50-plus times in this last game. And that's just entirely too many. That's just not a formula for the Cowboys to win the game. They need to find a way to control the game, and that's usually through having a balanced attack with the run game, keep the ball away from that Washington offense. I'm just concerned that it's going to be very difficult to do considering the injuries you have on the offensive line.
Landon, thanks for meeting up with us every week. You have a happy Thanksgiving, my friend.
You too. Enjoy the turkey at least.
All right. You can catch Landon in the latest episode of Locked On Cowboys today at 1 o'clock on our streaming platform, WFAA+. That's a free download on your Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire. Still